Hi everyone, I'm Juliet Tan and my subject that I will be teaching is Strategic Planning and Management. I would like to just give you a little bit of my background and experience so that you know who it is that you will be dealing with for the semester. Now, I wanted to have a really good look at the whole of the tourism industry, so I've worked at various places in tourism and hospitality. So I've worked for Warner Village theme parks, I've worked for Movie World, SeaWorld, Wet n Wild as the Sydney office. I've worked for the Marriott International Group, I've worked for the Accor Group, I've worked for Wonderland Sydney, I've worked for Sydney Showboats, Summit Restaurant, and look, a whole host of different places in hospitality and tourism, as well as having had my own event company of about 8 years. So therefore I organised a lot of conferences, and I kind of could see from the other side of from a customer perspective when it came to hotel management. Now, the course Strategic Planning and Management is all about learning some theories, as well as how to develop critical thinking processes as though you are working in the corporate world, because essentially we are wanting you to be work ready, and down the track, you know, when you become GMs or managers or whatever, you can use these skills in order to make very pertinent everyday decisions for the company. Now, I look at strategic planning and management in terms of a funnel. So essentially we start off by looking at the macro environment. We look at what's going on politically, economically, socioculturally, technologically. Where are consumers moving? Where do industries move? We use lots of interactive case studies to actually, I guess, link theory with practical. Each week you have a weekly schedule that tells you what you can follow and what you can do. I've actually developed an iBook to help your learning, and I've summarized the textbook chapters for you. And I guess the main thing that you need to know is that you will learn quite a lot of theories, but it's not going to be boring theories. It's going to be theories in order to linked to a lot of case studies in all sorts of industries, not just the hotel industry. We do look at the FMCG, the fast-moving consumer goods industry, like McDonald's and supermarkets like Woolworths. We look at, what happened to Kodak, not following the technological and the economic and socio-cultural trends of the macro environment. Consumers don't want film anymore. They want to go into the digital age. But after 132 years, Kodak just failed to follow the trends, right? So a lot about the linkage between macro, or the external environment, and the internal environment with the strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats that companies have, and then looking at their capabilities, looking at their, whether they have dynamic capabilities to change, what strategies do companies use in their life cycles to move and change and get with it, get with the environment and actually provide consumers with value. In terms of your assessment, there is a midterm exam, and this is to equip students with all the framework that you require in order to do a very substantial group assignment, which is worth 70%. So this group assignment actually allows you to think beyond the square and pretend that you are a business unit within a five-star hotel, and you are going to justify to your owners and your senior managers that these strategies you have about opening a hotel overseas is going to work. So essentially you're going to get all those frameworks that we learned in the first half of the term and apply it in the second half of the term. So just in closing, thank you so much for your time, for listening to these videos, and I really am delighted to have you as my students, and I look forward to seeing you in class.